If you come in last place, you get the worst possible lottery pick you can get. What's up? It's your boy Gilbert, aka the man who sees the future, aka the one everyone decides to jack. Now everybody wants to talk about the tanking problem. 3 years ago, I talked about the tanking problem. I talked about why do sports reward losing? There's nothing in life that rewards last place and losing. In sports, the loser gets the best prize. The number one pick is the best prize you can get. Now, it never made sense to me how a winner, remember, you're number one. That means you are the top of the food chain. And that guy goes to the worst situation in the food chain. Now, I hear Shaq, Bomani Jones. I've heard a whole bunch of different scenarios. And it seems like some of my stuff is being refurbished. What I said then 3 years ago, I think it was like around the Wemby situation. And, my question was this. Like life, last place should be penalized. If you come in last place, meaning if you come in last place purposely, who cares? If you come in last place, you get the worst possible lottery pick you can get. So if 14 is worse, you automatically get 14. Then everybody else, you play a tournament, which means before playoffs start, no play-in game. You have this. This is the draft game where the worst teams after last fight for who gets first, second, third, fourth, and so on. Because then what ends up happening is they can only try to tank for so much to then not get last place, to then, because when everybody checks out at the end of the game, at the end of the year, when they're sitting people, they can't do that anymore. And now those guys who checked out now got to try to win to then get the first, second, third, fourth pick. See, this didn't happen in the 80s and the 90s, like Magic, they had Kareem, then they got Magic. And then they won a championship, and then got James Worthy with the number one pick. So this didn't happen then. But tanking itself has led to championships, believe it or not. You remember Spurs? Duncan, yeah. They tanked to get Duncan, champ. I mean, some can say Golden State was tanking. I mean, they didn't get the player that they want. They got Wiseman, but they end up winning the championship no matter what. But they won. Tanking has Houston Rockets looking the way they're looking. We have, there's been just so many different teams that Cleveland, all them years where LeBron left and they tanking and getting the number one pick, end up having enough number one picks and enough kind of intangible talent to get LeBron back. So as bad as tanking is, because everybody's fighting for a prize, like think about it. For me to get the best thing in the draft, I have to be the worst sportsmanship. Like when we talk about integrity of the game, you're purposely losing. So you can purposely lose games and there's no fights on this court. But if you're down 20 and you shoot a shot to try to get down 17, and then I come down and score and try to get it up to 22, you want to fight me now. Listen, the only way you change tanking is change the prizes that losers get. And there was one other take that said, you should let the rookies pick. I guess he thinks rookies are going to pick other teams besides big market teams. I'm sorry if you don't believe it, but no one wants to be in certain cities. If you let the rookies pick, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are going to be trying to get to LA, New York, Chicago, Boston. Maybe if it's a Florida boy, he'll try to go to Miami. No one is going to them dead cities because it doesn't benefit them in popularity or shoe contracts, jersey sales, being visible. And you can say, well, the salary cap and yeah. You see Bomber, right? You see Bomber? You think if every rookie wanted to be if every rookie coming in the draft wanted to be a Clipper and stay in LA, you think he wouldn't find a way? You don't think any of these teams will find a way? You're letting me pick my destination? You know how many teams are going to fold? You think that you think LaMelo Ball coming into the draft would have picked Charlotte? You think Zion would have picked Pelicans? And he's like, oh, I want to get to New York. You think Pelicans? I'm trying to get to New York. Cam would have joined RJ in New York if they got the pick. Then salary cap rules don't work with billionaires. That is just fluff shit that they tell the fans. So there's this little cap. So we're playing by the rules. It's like jaywalking. Yeah, it's a rule. No one gives out tickets unless, I crossed the street and something happened. But if I'm crossing the street, what kind of cop? Well, you know what kind of cop you have to be to pull me over and give me a jaywalking ticket? Same thing with it. Are you really trying to see if I'm paying my team and players under the table, but you work for me? Come on. The only way you fix losing is stop rewarding it. Hello.